Hello and welcome to Baka-Baka. We're idiots in Japanese. I'm Max.
I'm
Tal.
Freddie.
Good job.
Okay.
Good
We
job.
can edit that later, I guess.
Let's try that again. I'm Max.
I'm Tal.
I'm Freddie.
And this is We're Idiots in Japanese. I already said that. This is a mess. This is the pilot episode of this. This is going to be a podcast where we sort of talk about anime, because we're nerds. We're complete fucking nerds and mistakes.
This is going to be a podcast where you talk about anime and I listen.
He listens. It's true.
Where I occasionally bring up old nostalgic anime.
Occasionally, there will be jokes.
So, Alfred, how much hentai do you watch on a daily basis?
I'd say more of a weekly, at least one.
At least one.
At
least
least.
one? I respect that.
I respect that. Dabs. The first segment we're going to go into is seasonal recent anime that we've been watching. And, I guess I'll start. I've been watching this show called Made in Abyss. You've probably heard of it.
You've been recommending it to me about 5 times.
Yes, for good reason. It's a good show. I enjoy it. One thing about Made in Abyss is that the art is, like, very, very pretty. It's just... So, Tal, have you seen it?
Yeah.
That's right. We've watched it together. It's
This
really
is the
hard.
5th time you've asked me.
I'm going to keep asking you if you've seen the anime I watch. You understand
The
that.
world in that show is so cool.
Yeah.
Like something out of a video game.
The thing about it is that the world is incredibly messed up. Like, for example, they casually talk about, like, stringing up a kid naked.
Yeah.
For-
I mean, I was
just
more
for, like,
talking about
punishment.
the abyss itself, but...
Well, no. Like, the society that's built around this
Yeah, the
abyss
society.
is also very messed up. And that's, like, one of the most interesting parts about the show. Is just, like, the world that it builds. I would love to play a video game in this world. One thing that's kind of, like... Because currently, I think it's on episode 7. That we just... Like, it came out, like, yesterday. It's been getting kind of lully in the middle. Like, you know, it's kind of a mid-season lull. So, I don't want to spoil anything, and it's kind of hard to talk about it without spoiling anything. Do you guys have anything to say about it, Tal?
Well, watch it. It's good. And
Watch it,
ignore
it's
the,
good.
the fact that they really want us to know that this robot character has a penis.
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
They just keep bringing it up.
They keep bringing up his little robo-peen.
Robodong.
Robot. Yeah, they keep bringing it up for no particular reason. Oh, maybe not for no reason. It's relevant, but it's kind of depressing.
It's relevant!
Not what I meant. Not what I meant.
I guess we really need to know that this robot guy has a bionic dog.
Except they say it's more like a human sausage.
Yeah, no, they say it's more like it's.
I need to know that this robot has a dildo strapped to him.
No, it's real.
I need to know that this guy
No, they don't
cut
show
off
it.
a
They don't
man's-
show it. They just talk about it. They just talk about it.
Please show me your sausage in both its normal flaccid form as well as its
The
ballet.
main character, Rico, she's just like, yeah, I saw it. Cause she's like, she sees this robot, and she's just like, oh, cool, a robot. And she's like, you know, like doing all sorts of tests on him before he wakes up. And like, one of them was, I mean, she just saw his little dink. And, and she drew it.
These are children.
These are children. This is a messed up
God.
world. Keep in mind, these are children. This show makes me...
I think the
God.
creators might be slightly pedophilic.
Oh, that's really common in anime.
But it's okay, because it's a good
Yeah.
show. I enjoy it. I enjoy the show. It's...
Every show has its flaws.
Every show has its
And-
flaws, and
and
among
this-
them are pedophilia.
And a robodong.
I can't get over Robodon. Robopeen.
Robo sausage.
What are some other seasonal recent anime that you guys have been watching?
So I recently got into one that just came out called Surezure Children. It's about these high schoolers pretty much acting as awkwardly as humanly possible around each other because they have feelings for each other, but they just don't know how to express it.
Oh,
And it is hilarious.
I've seen that one on Crunchyroll. I haven't watched it yet.
It's on my list. I've gotten a couple recommendations to watch it, but
I would recommend it.
okay.
There's only 2 episodes of the dub out, and I think 6 of the sub.
Okay, so this is more slice of life.
Yeah, it's slice of life, comedy, and romance.
Okay, that's right up my alley.
Straight up all our alleys.
I'm
I don't know,
making noises.
I don't know which anime to bring up.
It seems like this anime, Sorry to Our Children, would probably be really freaking relatable for me.
Is it okay
Yeah.
if I can talk about 2 anime?
You can talk about anime.
You can talk about whatever you want.
This
Okay,
isn't
so-
podcast. This isn't math class. You can.
Excuse me, teacher, I'm raising my hand. I have a question.
About anime?
Can I talk about 2 anime? Said teacher.
Senpai?
I was about to say sensei, and I was like, wait, no.
Oh, I meant sensei.
How much hentai is a natural amount of hentai?
Mr. Doris!
Mr. Doors.
Mr. Doris, how much senpai is normal? You're 11.
11?
You're 11. I said you're 11.
Oh, I thought you said 11. 11 hentais.
11 ever.
Okay.
There are only 11 of them in existence. And all of them are Boku no Pico.
No! Okay, so there's 2 that I've seen recently, and one of them Max could join in, but one of them's called, I believe, Aho Girl.
Aho Girl? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of
Yeah,
that.
That one where a girl is so unbelievably stupid and how it affects everybody around her. It's very... Some of the humor really isn't that good, but I think probably the best parts is where her childhood friend and neighbor comes in, because his reaction to everything is fucking amazing. It's just over... It's like the 2 sides of the spectrum interacting with each other.
Yeah?
And it's like, it's really hard to explain, but it's like, I just find it fucking, like, hilarious, because, like, this girl, she decides, okay, I want to marry this guy who has no interest in me. So she keeps on trying, like, those stereotypical anime, you obviously want to see my panties, don't you? And he's, of course, just like...
What? I'm doing my math homework. Excuse me, leave me alone.
I think probably the best one, though, is, when he walks in on her, like, taking a nap, and she's, like, in her underwear, and she's like, ah! Like, she's like that stereotypical anime, like, oh, no! And he just fucking spits. He just, like, has this disgusted face and fucking spits. Like, I don't know why, but that was so funny. Like, he wasn't embarrassed, he just instantly took, like, this straight up, no, like, I don't know why, but this was just funny to me.
Interesting.
And then, the other one, which...
The other anime?
Max could shine in. Which was and you never thought there was a girl online.
I've seen that. I have seen that.
Okay, so... It starts off with the Universal logo playing, and you know it's weird.
Boy.
It just starts off with that. And I was like, is this a parody? It's like, no!
Oh, joy, oh, joy, oh,
So before I started
day.
it, I made a drinking game.
You made it, yeah.
And Max joined in.
I didn't join in, actually.
None of us are old enough.
Well, you just
to drink.
joined
I
in.
helped you make the
at-
game. I helped you make it. I didn't watch the anime.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find the
You thought
entire
there was
full
never
list.
a girl online?
Here it is. Okay.
And you never thought there was never a girl online?
Okay, so here's the drinking
Is it wrong to try
game
to pick
for
up girls in a dungeon?
bad harem
Is it
anime.
wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Or is that okay? Please, send help. I need help.
Okay, so here's the drinking game. Drink if the protag has black hair and is easy for Japanese men to broadcast themselves into.
Mm-hmm.
Drink if the anime involves gaming or the internet in any way.
That's like 50% of anime.
True, so. Drink if the protag is an otaku.
That's like 50% of anime.
I'm already drunk.
Drink if every girl in the anime wants his and only his penis.
That's like 50% of anime.
God,
Yep.
I'm just so shit-faced right now.
Drink if there's a fantasy twist, too.
That's like 50% of anime.
I know.
man.
Drink if the
think I'm gonna
waifus
throw
come
up.
in a different world than
That's-
ours, and double if the waifus don't understand human culture, and specifically drink if...
That's
The
wait, hold on.
protagonist-
That's Star versus the Forces of Evil,
But
A cartoon.
here's the specifics.
a Western cartoon.
A Western anime.
If the
America
protag
anime.
witnesses something lewd, and double if he walks in on it.
That's 100% of anime.
The
That-
protag
that's
gets
all of these
embarrassed
Russian
by the waifu's
cartoons.
action.
Yep, this hangover in the
That's-
morning is gonna just be the worst.
You're describing all of Russian cartoons.
The protag has to hide his waifu, or take her to school and teach her human ways.
That's Star versus the Forces of Evil.
It is not okay. I
That's
watched
Star-
all of
that's-
Star versus the Force of Evil.
That's
different.
That's
different.
Star versus the Forces of Evil. That is
It's not a harem anime, okay?
It's
Shut
not.
up.
No, but that descriptor is Star
Drink
versus
if it is obvious that the first waifu he meets is the number one waifu and the one he will date.
Mm-hmm. I can't say that's 50% of animated, but well, actually, yeah, it is. That's 50% of anime.
This anime is actually ridiculous.
Drink if a friend, mainly a girl or a schoolmate, becomes part of the harem by hating a waifu.
Okay,
Drink whenever a wacky situation happens.
that's anime.
Drink when a spine-breaking titties are on
That's
a
anime.
character.
Again, that's anime. You just described
Take
anime.
a shot for every boob bounce.
That's
Take three
that's
for every
anime. That's
unrealistic
anime.
boob bounce.
Are you trying to
I.e.,
kill me?
she blinks and her titties bounce.
And here's the kicker.
Wait,
I know this one. I know the kicker. Tell it.
wait. Oh, and then
Bullet dodge.
and finish your drink for any universe-breaking boob bounces, like
Bullet
that gif
dodge.
of the girl bouncing her
Bullet
titties
dodge.
with her
Bullet
knees,
dodge.
or that
Bullet
one where
dodge.
the boobs
Bullet
switch
dodge. Bullet
places as they
dodge.
fly around. And finish a whole drink if they fucking bullet boob dodge
Bullet
level of
dodge.
bullshittery.
Bullet dodge.
Have you
Yeah.
guys not seen that? Go dodge a boob.
I've
with her
seen
bull.
it. I've seen it.
If it's that level of
I've
bullshittery,
seen that clip.
drink, chug,
I chug it.
I have literally died from alcohol poisoning.
Tal is dead.
Well, that marks the end of Baka-Baka.
Thank you for listening. No.
Okay. Drink if protag falls and lands conveniently on boobs.
That's all
One
anime.
for hands,
So
two for face.
All anime have both of those.
Drink if the waifu
This
is
is
ugly
such
as
a
shit and no one wants to bone
stereotypical
that.
anime.
This is all anime.
Drink if the waifu is a D cup. Drink twice of of double D's. And chug if a fucking J cup.
Look.
Drink if a waifu is way too fucking young to be here and is catering to pedophiles.
Yep, that's anime.
Drink twice if they claim she is older when she looks 2.
5.
Drink if the waifu opens her mouth super loud to take the tiniest nibble of food. Double drink if she goes, Triple for chewing sounds. Drink if Protag-kun!
No. Kun.
Drink for bad and Nadvian animation. Drink for every panty shot. Drink if Kia!
Cat.
Drink if
Cat.
the waifu is tsundere.
Cat.
And drink every time she says baka.
Is that it?
No.
There's more.
There's a little bit more.
There's more. You're dead.
Drink if the waifu plays video games in a shirt. Double for pajama pants.
And in like a t-shirt, like a long
Yeah,
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
I
Like
added,
one of those
that was my suggestion. You didn't put it in right.
Drink if the protagonist is an anime or J-pop idol he adores and wishes he could have before meeting waifu. Sip if his friend is like this. Drink for every kawaii. Double if the protag is talking about his waifu.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean,
Take
that's...
a double shot if the waifu's clothes are vacuum sealed to her body. Double the double of boob pockets.
accurate. Like, seriously. Okay, I need to talk about that for a sec.
You
Why?
could use this drinking game for any anime.
You can use this... Yeah,
And
you can.
you will always get drunk.
You will always die of
I did it with
alcohol.
Kool-Aid and I had to stop halfway through because I
Yeah,
got sick.
you had to stop. You got sick. You had to go to pretzels or something.
Yeah, I went to pretzels.
Yeah. Is that more? There are more, right?
Yeah, a few more. Drink if they use the word otaku to refer about the protag or his friend. Chug if the protagonist is a NEET. Or a shut-in. Drink if there's a cup of noodles.
Just a
Drink
couple.
if accidental...
That's just Japan. You just described
That's
Japan.
just my life.
Drink if accidental future meme, like dabbing. Double if dead meme. Drink of McDonald's.
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 Whack-Donald.
Would you like a big whack? I would like a big whack.
What? Okay.
Sir, can I please have a big whack?
Give me the whack.
Give me that whack. I want all
Whack
that.
as fuck, yo.
I want that meat patty on my big whack.
Drink if there is a reaction gift to be made. Drink if he gets takeout food.
Of course.
Vomit if the series is good.
Vomit if the series is good. Because that's
And
no
there's,
anime.
And here's two more. There's two more that I added. Drink if the fantasy women are hyper-sexualized and useless. And drink if caring friend constantly calms down mean friend or excited one and is always dragged into everything.
That's me.
These are really
That's me.
specific.
That's me! That describes my life!
So I was going through it,
Wow.
and like I was hating this. It was the worst. And like, but I occasionally laughed at some of like the RPG jokes. Like I have to admit, some of them weren't bad.
I discovered one time that I was laughing.
And that's how I knew.
That's how I knew I needed to see a doctor right away.
But so
Die
I-
of Kool-Aid
so I
poisoning.
continued this, and like it just kept on going, and I was just like, this is so dumb. And like of course, coincidentally, his waifu goes to the same school and is shy.
Well, otherwise there's no story. I mean,
True.
Yeah.
or maybe that's the premise of an anime. Talk about that later.
And it was just like, okay, this is
Long-distance
just boring, dumb, and like I don't like anybody, especially the waifu, Akko, because she kept on, she was constantly like that, like obvious useless, like token booby girl. Like her outfit, with just her RPG outfit, made no sense. Like what healer would wear that pastel pink and white with a garter belt out to fight monsters?
No one.
Yeah, it's just so dumb.
Unless those monsters are like perverts.
Yeah, but like, and then I knew it'd take a serious turn when fucking Akko just decides to start saying that normies should fucking kill themselves.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
You sent me that pic.
Yes, I have it right here.
You have.
I wish those people would just die out. They're a plague on the world. And she keeps
Normies.
on going and going. And it turns out she's like a fucking yandere. And she's like so creepy and clingy, and she talks about killing people. Well, like people needing to die because they're normies.
Normies.
And like it's just so like it was just like, what the crap? Could this have actually been interesting? 'Cause that was out of nowhere. I was expecting like you're normally like, Protag-kun. But no, it was just like fucking like, normies need to fucking kill themselves. She literally
Holy shit.
And then we dove into his backstory. And I was expecting this to be way more dramatic and dumb.
You've been talking about this anime for like 8 minutes.
Keep going.
Keep going.
He fucking gets to like this dramatic story and why he doesn't trust women anymore.
Oh.
Okay, so like he like walks up to like this Neko girl and he's just like, I love you. And like she's fucking like she's like, this is online game, right? And he's like, but I still love you. And he's just like, I'm a man, right? And an older one, like like she straight up just says like, what kind of girl would say nya in real life? He fucking says it. He's like, what kind of girl would say nya? Like, who would just say that out of nowhere? Like, okay.
Real.
Like, listen, this is common
That's so
online.
real.
And it's like, you better believe you're probably gonna come across people wanting to be the different gender.
Yeah.
Like, with their characters,
Yeah.
okay? I just wanted to do this because I wanted to look
Yeah.
cute. I'm not gonna date you online.
Yeah.
And, like, for some reason,
Yeah.
Protag took this as, women are horrible, I can never trust them again.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been making
Stop that,
yeah
stop
sounds
that.
the entire time.
Yeah.
But, like, that just goes on. And then they find out, coincidentally, all of the adventure team goes to the same school. So they meet up, and then,
Only
fucking,
natural.
they're all waifus.
Well, it's only natural, right? That's just the way the world works.
One of them was the pedophile bait. The really creepy yandere. Like, she's so fun to watch. She's just so over the top at points.
Yeah.
And then the other one was very odd clothing. Like, it was 2 seconds away from suction cupping.
Oh, yes. Well, did you drink?
I
That's
did.
important.
I did.
Oh.
And like,
I did. It was a big
I basically, I tallied the sins. Like, I tallied every time it, like, basically did this.
Cinema sins.
50.
Everything wrong.
50 the first episode, and I might have missed some. I probably missed some. Like, I am actually going to consider watching it more, because I was not expecting...
I'm going to watch it. It's actually on my list because you were talking about it.
I still love how it just starts off with the Universal logo. Like, that was the first thing that caught me off guard.
Yeah. Well, of course. Because it's like, you're going to see this anime, and suddenly you see...
Ba
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 ba ba ba ba ba ba ba.
Dun dun! Ba ba ba
Da 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 da
ba ba ba
da da
dun dun!
dun
I
dun.
remember seeing another anime that has that as well, but I can't remember which one it was. It might have been Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls?
Oh right, Superman the movie.
Are you guys telling me that, like, all of these bad gaming harem animes just, like, were made by Universal
Of course it's
Studios?
Universal Studios. What else would Universal
know how
Studios
to
have to
pander.
do with their time?
Those are, like, the two anime I want.
Speaking of pandering,
Oh yeah, Alfred. Have you heard of this concept that we came up with called the BOOB-O-METER? Do you know about this?
What?
Do I need to explain it?
you need to explain it to the audience.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the BOOB-O-METER. Basically, it's a way for us to gauge just how much boobs. How much boobs in this anime. And it can apply to fan servicey things in general, like panty shots and, you know, that kind of stuff.
Almost panty shops and pedophile bait.
Did you just say panty
So
shops?
the way it... Panty shops.
No, hold on. I don't think
might-
I don't think most anime features like a Victoria's Secret store just there. Although that might
Victoria's Secret.
be Victoria's Secret.
Panty shots.
Hey, you want?
So the way it
Hey,
works...
Kumiko, you want to go to Victoria's Secret later?
I want some Wonderwear.
Oh, sweet Wonderwear. Wonderwear. Get back to explaining the BOOB-O-METER.
The way it works is simple. We give, for every anime that we talk about, we give it a rating from 1 to 10, where 1 means no boobs,
No
and
boobs.
10 means it's basically hentai. Like, there's nudity, nips and all.
Yeah, so 1 is like Little Witch Academia.
And
or
5
like,
is average.
Yeah, 1 is like Little Witch Academia level of no boobs.
And 10 is pretty much any ecchi that features nudity.
No, I
Any-
know
all
an
hentai.
anime that would probably hit 11. I don't know the name of it, but it has this weird banana theme to it. And, like, everybody has, like, boobs so big that when they run, their boobs bounce on their knees.
What the
It's no
fuck?
nudity. It's just boobs bouncing on
Ben.
knees. And
Then
there's
I'd
one
give that
girl
a
who's
9.
so tiny,
10
and she has, like, the biggest boobs.
No,
and it's
no,
like, so
That's
weird.
a 9. That's a 9. That's not an 11.
10 is reserved for when there's actual nudity.
10
Yeah,
is
that's
10 is nudity
I
only.
defined the clips of that, because that's just...
So, of the anime that we've talked about today, what would you give them the rating on the BOOB-O-METER?
So see, what do I think we started with Made in Abyss. I'd probably give that like a 1 or a 2.
I'd give that 1 or a 2, yeah.
Yeah,
Also, no decimals on this.
because that's
Keep it
cheap.
simple.
That's cheap and lazy.
It's cheating.
Let's see, what was the next one?
Cheap
that we
and
talked
gay?
Aho Girl.
about? No, I think Tom
Oh,
had one.
Right. Sure Dure Children. Or Zure.
Yeah.
I think I'd give it, from the 2 episodes I've seen, a 1. 1 or 2.
Okay.
The characters even having boobs counts, by the way.
Well,
Like boobs that
depends
aren't
on whether they
If
decide to be really fan servicey and sexualize it a lot.
So it counts as boobs if they're not human sized.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Aho Girl.
Aho Girl. I'd say that's a solid 4.
4?
Maybe 5.
4.
Because at first it's not too bad, but then there's this one character with larger boobs, and it's a butt of joke a lot, and it's
But
it's very fan servicey. Yeah, so I'd say yeah, it's a solid 5.
You said but. Anyway, don't.
And,
Ow! Ow!
and you thought there was never a girl online?
And you never thought there was
was-
never a girl online?
I'm gonna
I
say
would
that
give
one
that
is a.
Like a 6
I'm
or
actually
7.
gonna say 6 because even though
Yeah,
the other one's
6.
a joke
sounds
and
like a
it's very
6.
fan servicey, that cleric outfit is way too hard to ignore. And then, of course, there's the obvious pedophile bit. And then there's the almost suction cupping. There's multiple points where it's either almost suction cupping or really suction cupping.
Now, like, what? Explain to me, what is suction cupping?
It's when the clothes, like...
Morph around them.
Yeah, morph around
like,
the chest area.
Like,
for no
you can see every crack.
Like, if you could see... when the clothes are unrealistically...
like you could, like their shirt literally goes under their boobs just to emphasize the fact that they have titties.
Hey guys, look, we have boobs!
And then I'd like to say boob pockets.
Boob
or when
pockets.
it looks like specifically, like each boob has their own pocket in the
so
shirt. Like
dumb.
if you took off the shirt, there'd be pockets.
It's so dumb.
Welcome to Baka, the only podcast about anime boobs.
Pretty much. I got a text this morning.
From whom?
From Alfred.
All right.
And I think I'll just read the conversation. So Alfred said, "Hey man, my favorite anime character is Boruto's dad." 2 hours later when I wake up, I say, "You mean Naruto?" "No, Boruto's dad." "Alfred, you're making this too hard." "Boruto's dad, Shippuden." "Alfred, stop." "Who could forget Sasuke, Sakura, Boruto's dad?" "Alfred, Boruto's dad is Naruto, I just checked." "Who can forget when Boruto's dad saved everyone?" "Alfred, what the fuck?" "Boruto's dad has a name, and it's Naruto." "I can't believe everyone wanted Boruto's dad to be with Sakura. Boruto's dad deserved better. Alfred, I deserve better." And I'm gonna stop reading there because the rest of it's just like...
Mark Zuckerberg!
That's what I was thinking. Like, clearly you wanted this to be on the podcast.
I actually just thought about the Crunchyroll thing, and I thought, man, Boruto's dad.
Well, Tal doesn't know about the Crunchyroll thing.
Okay, so, Crunchyroll made this, a tweet saying, like, hey, do you wanna, see all of the adventures of Boruto's dad? You can find them here. And then, like, everybody got outraged, like, Naruto deserved better than this. and so,
Boruto's
they went
dad,
along with
Shippuden.
it. So they made a picture of, Naruto Shippuden, except it said Boruto's dad Shippuden.
It's so good. I haven't seen the picture.
So now
I'm sure it's
I
I don't watch
Yeah.
Naruto, but that's brilliant.
I don't either.
I don't either.
So now,
My dad does.
Boruto's dad will forever
sad.
be known as Boruto's dad.
Yeah, well, Alfred will call Naruto Boruto's dad, but I'll just say Naruto. We're never gonna talk about Naruto again, though, so...
This is all you get.
This is all
For
you
all
get.
you Naruto fans, we're never gonna watch
We're never
it.
gonna talk about... Well, maybe.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Also, this is just a pilot, so I don't know when this series will actually kick off, but... Next, should we go on to old failures?
Old failures.
Old failures?
Old failures. This segment's
Good
gonna
old
be about...
failures.
I mean, maybe not, it doesn't have to be old, but these are gonna be... It's probably gonna be old. This is gonna be about anime that are bad. And
Just real
mistakes.
fucking bad.
Yeah, and Tal and I have got one that we watched a month ago.
It was a goddamn mistake to watch that.
It was a mistake, but at least we have something to talk about.
So good talk about Bote.
It's Bote.
It's Upote.
It's Upote.
With 2 exclamation points.
With two. That's
Two,
that's U-P-O-T-T-E
It's very important.
exclamation point. Exclamation point. And I watched the whole series, and I can honestly say I still don't fucking understand the goddamn premise of this anime. Tal,
I
would you
still
like,
want to kill myself.
Tal, would you like to take a shot at explaining the premise?
Fuck, man. Like, I'm already bad at explaining things, and this is literally unexplainable. It's a recipe for disaster. So basically, the girls are guns, but, like, they're not. They're not guns. You look at them, and they're clearly human, but they talk like they are guns, and the anime says that they are guns, but it doesn't make sense. It's impossible to wrap your head around.
I watched half of the first episode. I stopped very quickly.
For
Here's
good
the-
reason.
Good.
Good reason.
Very
The
good.
only
This is a good
thing
job. You stopped.
I would find good about this anime is if they had an entire scene where their arm changes into their respective gun
And
they
was,
shoot.
Yes.
And if it was cool. If it was cool, then maybe I would have enjoyed watching this, but it was not cool.
And did they even have it?
No.
So there you go. It's a disappointment to life.
It's
You
a
had
dis-
an opportunity and didn't take it, anime.
This could have been good if the premise made any sense.
I
And they
don't
didn't
think
make it
anybody understands it.
I don't think they even understood it when they made it.
We need, like, an entire documentary about this.
Honestly.
The anime industry. What were they thinking?
What were they thinking? It's not good. It's just not good. How else can I explain it? It's not a good one. Sorry, guys, you tried. It wasn't good.
There was one moment that gave me, like, a slight bit of hope. Just the tiniest little spark that
was it the snowball fight?
Was it?
I think it was a snowball fight.
I forgot about the snow. No,
that was.
There was this one moment. They did like a baseball scene.
Oh,
and then later, it was actually kind of cool because they actually used those skills that they earned from playing baseball in an actual battle.
That actually pissed me off a lot because.
And it was almost cool.
The reason that pissed me off is because they foreshadowed that with the baseball scene, and they had no right to do anything. That pisses me off because it demonstrates that they understand storytelling to some degree, but they don't use it ever again. They don't do anything with storytelling ever again, and it pisses me off so much. But this anime was clearly rushed out, and you can tell because, for one thing, I mean, obviously, the premise, they don't do a good job of explaining it, because half the time they're talking about how they literally are guns, and how that they're, like, humanized, like, anthropomorphized guns, and then, like, other times they're just like, no, we just, like, summon these guns with our magic abilities or something. And it's like,
wait, what?
What? I don't understand your premise. The thing about this anime is that it was so clearly rushed out. And there are a bunch of parts where like, the ratio changes from, like, regular ratio to, like, iPhone ratio to, like, iPad ratio. It's so inconsistent. And it's, like, so clearly put there so that it can have black bars on the side of the screen that cover up storyboard that they couldn't animate because they didn't have time. I'm really mad about this anime.
My theory is that it's just an artistic style, but it's not good.
It's not good at all. And the thing is that it's so inconsistent, it couldn't possibly be a stylistic thing. I can 100% guarantee you that they did not have enough time to animate this, just based on watching it and looking at how many times that they had that iPhone ratio and the distribution of where they were, because it was only there for, like, the first half of the series, and it kind of went away slowly over the course of the series, because they had more time or whatever, and it's so frustrating. And there are parts when it's, like, slanted.
Yes.
Because, like, it's so clearly meant to cover up storyboard. Just take more time and make your anime good. Make it good. That would be good.
This is the Sonic 06 of anime.
It is. It is! It's so messed up. It's not good. There's one character who... Okay, there's one character who just wears an orange slice in her hair, and they don't fucking talk about it ever. And I'm so confused, and I don't understand it. I don't understand anything about this anime or anything about the people.
Like, I guess it's a hairpin that looks like an orange slice, but it just looks like a real orange slice.
I'm pretty sure it's a real orange slice that's just in her hair.
So, on the BOOB-O-METER, it would get a 6 if it weren't for one fucking scene. That for me bumps it up to an 8.
Yes. There's one scene,
Do you want to paint the picture of this scene?
They are... I think it's like Capture the Flag or something. Or like a team knockout or whatever. They're doing this game in pairs, and they're like around this lake, and there's like a bridge in the middle, and there's a forest surrounding it. And the main character, I don't fucking know her name. I think
call her purple hair girl?
We call her Fucko. Because she wants to get the fucko.
The suck.
Okay, I'll explain the scene, but there's a lot more that I want to talk about this anime, because it's really bad. The main character, we call her Fucko. I forget what she's doing, but, you know, she and one of her friends, they're, like, going against these high school girls, and...
I forgot they're in middle school.
Yeah, they're middle schoolers, by the way. The main characters are middle schoolers, so that makes it even more wrong.
Why are they middle schoolers?
They could have just
Why not high schoolers?
They could have just made them high schoolers.
You gotta have the pedophile bait, man.
Pedophilic.
Pedobait, man. So they're in this lake, and I think one of the characters, like, falls in, and Fucko does something, and I forget what it is exactly, but Fucko does something, and one of the high school girls literally comes in her pants I'm not kidding.
What?
She's like
She literally comes in this
fantasizing
shirt.
about
And
shooting
you can
them or
see
something?
it, and she lifts her finger up, and it's on her fingers, and it's the most disgusting thing. And she's just
dripping
like,
off of her hands.
it's so gross. It is the
It's
grossest.
the most explicit thing.
I thought this anime was like, and this anime wasn't listed as mature.
This sounds illegal in America.
No, this anime wasn't listed.
kind of is.
This anime wasn't listed as mature on Crunchyroll for some reason, but I looked on my anime list later on, and it actually is mature, and so I blame Crunchyroll for this. Freaking. But she like lists,
scene.
and it's like clearly she's like makes it so clear that she's like turned on by Fuko, and it's so disgusting, and I hate her. She's worst character, and thankfully she never shows up again after that episode. Oh my god.
One of my old failures are
I
completely
never asked for
different,
the
folks.
cummies.
I never asked.
You never
I just wanted. Well, I mean, I wanted a good anime.
drop the gummies.
No, get rid of the commies.
God, drop the gummies.
No commies, please. I don't want.
Burn the
those.
cummies.
I hold up a gun. Drop the gummies.
Stop it. Stop
Are
it.
you a gun girl?
Are you a gun?
No.
Are you a gun girl?
I'm the police officer. No more cummies.
No more commies allowed.
No cummies allowed in anime.
Sorry, this is a Christian server. No commies allowed. The thing about Fuko is that she's like turned on by her teacher, of course.
Oh yeah, I remember the panty shot when I stopped watching.
No, but the thing is, they don't go with it. They black it out. They shadow it out, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, listen,
And he's just like,
listen.
"A thong."
Listen.
He literally says like, "A thong."
Yeah, the only reason we know she's wearing a thong is because he says it out loud, because they don't show it. And it's like, it's not that I want to see that at all. I would hate myself if I ever saw that, but if you're gonna do it, please just do it. Like, don't.
It just doesn't make sense.
Don't pussy out.
If you're gonna
It doesn't
have
look.
cummies, if
it
you're
doesn't-
gonna have
it
cummies,
doesn't
why
look-
don't you have that?
It's like, the thing is, if you're gonna shadow it out, just don't do it. Don't do it. You gotta not do it. Okay?
We
I'm
don't
sure you
need
guys
it.
It doesn't
want
look good.
cummies.
It just doesn't look good.
Nobody actually likes this.
And, okay, one thing about the teacher guy, he's clearly a self-insert, but he barely shows up. He doesn't show up at all in the series. And, he shows up, but he's not, like, important.
And in the first episode, for some reason, they just refuse to show his face
Yes.
until, like, the very end.
Yeah,
for
his
no
face is,
reason.
like, shadowed out for, like, the entire episode, when it should
Yeah,
not
that's
be.
nice. That's pleasant to think about. This man is coming for the middle school guns.
He doesn't, though. He doesn't want that. He probably wants, like, an adult woman who loves him very much. But he keeps getting, like, fucking abused by these middle school girls who are guns and shoot guns, and he gets shot multiple fucking times. And also, one of the biggest cop-outs in anime ever is in this anime. At the very end, there's a point where there's, like, this opposing, like, clan or whatever. There's, like, against, like, I still don't understand what their point was, why they exist. Who knows? They're just, like, against gun girls or whatever. And they shoot the teacher guy. And, like, for a moment, there's, like, actual tension, because this guy's, like, probably gonna die. And then they're just like, oh no! Guns can't kill people! Only people can kill people! Fuck you! Fuck tension! Fuck this thing that we made! It doesn't need to be any... And it pissed me off so fucking much.
I
Guns don't kill
This would
people.
only be good if it took the Sekio Boys route and it was literally just animated gun, like literally just a gun, and you slap a sailor suit on.
No, the problem is that this anime kills all of the tension it possibly could have had. But one, I don't understand the premise.
The guns are like their spirit
I don't
animals?
understand if they're... I still don't get it. Are they supposed to be the guns themselves? Are they supposed to be, like, magically...
My soul is a gun.
Is it like a soul-bound gun kind of dealio? Or, like, I still don't understand the premise.
Are they pulling
And
a soul eater
They,
here with
they
guns?
talk about their own body parts like gun body parts.
Yeah, like,
they're
there's
all
one part where, like,
my
fuck
barrel, my clip. It's like,
My hammer's gonna fire. Like, that was like an actual line from Fuko. When she's like, my hammer's gonna fire. Oh,
oh, and
my God.
don't forget the titles of each episode
oh!
follow a certain rule.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, the titles of each episode are always, like, 2 brief exclamations. So,
Such as
Get-
Baka.
yeah, no, one of them is like, get scared, visit, or something like that.
Please visit.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the verb, and I'm gonna read all of them out loud.
Yes. Please do.
Give me a moment. Boruto's dad, Next Generations.
Man, I love watching Boruto's dad.
Next Generations.
I'm getting a workout just from talking about this.
I know.
fucking
It makes me so mad, because...
I get so worked up.
Hi, I'm Goku. And
No.
I have hemorrhoids.
No.
I can't fucking get over that.
No.
Sorry.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z! Alright, get your headphones on. Because I need to read to you...
Goku.
I need to read to you all of these titles. The titles of each episode. Episode
Oh my
1.
god.
Grip and Hold. Episode 2. Go for it. Pass it. Episode 3. Wash and Scrub.
Oh my god.
Episode 4. Sing. Compete. Episode 5. Graze it. Beat it.
Oh my god.
Episode 6. Take it. Hurry. Episode 7. The best title. Be afraid. Visit. Be scared. Hey, wanna come over sometime and like play
Be
video games?
afraid. Come over to my house.
Come on to my house. We're gonna have some nice dinner. Take a look. Scold someone. That's episode 8. Episode 9. Burn up. Get mad. Also, the fan service episode. And episode 10. And then Upote. I don't know how to pronounce Upote. Is it Upote? Is it Upate? I don't know.
Wait, did
I
they
think it's
actually
Upote.
put that?
That's the title of
Get
episode.
wet. Don't bleed.
Yes, that's this anime. Oh, also, freaking, whenever the guns shoot anybody, they just don't bleed.
They don't bleed.
This is anime. You can actually make people bleed. Oh, apparently cummies is alright, but blood!
That's the, yeah, so if I had to describe this anime in 4 words, it would be, get wet! Don't bleed!
And that's the title of this episode.
That's the title of this episode, and I hope it makes sense. What's up next?
Okay, but it's... Okay, holy shit.
What?
I love how it's just like, you guys are just talking about, like, your mistakes of watching this.
Yes.
You have a mistake, though, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Is it
Have you a
Italia?
mistake?
Yes, it's fucking Italia.
Of course it's Italia.
It's Italia.
This is
Italia?
I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. If you're planning on watching Italia, don't. Do not.
Do it to piss him off.
Do not.
Do it to piss off
Okay,
it
if you
off.
are
I'll do it.
12 to 14 years old, and you are impressionable and will get into a phase, do not watch this anime. Do not watch this anime. Watch anything else. Watch Pokemon. Do not watch this
Watch
anime.
Dragon Maid.
I'm a grown
Go
ass
watch Dragon Ball
adult.
Z. Don't watch this. If you're like an adult and you know what you're doing and you know you're not
And
gonna
you know what you're doing. This
Yeah,
is
if you
you
know
need to
what you're
take
doing.
anime safety training to watch this anime. If you need to
I'm
make
an adult
sure.
and I've watched all of
Don't
Pokemon.
become like
I think I know what I'm doing.
Don't become the 22-year-old people on Tungle.hell who keep on saying yeah.
Tungle.hell? You mean Tumblr?
Tungle.hell, that's what I like to call it.
You mean Tumblr? I'm pretty sure they call that one Tumblr.
So don't be
Don't
like those
tumble
people
my
on
rocks.
Tungle.hell.
Can you stop?
I just always call it Tungle.hell.
Why do you call it that?
Because I don't like actually using the name, and it's a hell site. If it wasn't
You and
from,
Jimmy, incest sticks.
That's true. That's true. That's an accurate comparison.
Max, what's wrong with your friends?
My friends are... I don't know what's wrong with my friends.
You kind of just got, I don't know how.
I got wrapped up in this and I didn't want to.
I think you kind of just got wrapped up in this because you were in like that general area in English.
I was in that
and-
general vicinity and this happened.
Yeah, and yeah.
Rip me.
You were within the vicinity of me and my friend.
Vicinity.
You got wrapped in.
Vicinity.
You got wrapped into the Titanic fanfiction.
Oh, that's right! Oh, that's right!
Fanfiction.
Do you want to talk about that?
I hope we
I
cut
don't
this
want-
out, but
No,
I
I'm
made,
not gonna cut this out.
We made a
don't like the
Titanic
sound of this.
fanfiction because I was there
It was
too.
it was
I
an,
wrote
ir-
it
it
and
was
I
an
showed it to our
ironic-
English
It was a joke.
teacher.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was funny.
And then showed it to our English
Was it
teacher
now?
because
was,
you guys
uh,
dared me to.
It was. It was a.
I made it overly dramatic and edgy.
Yeah, it was a. It was shipping.
Where like the iceberg stabbed the Titanic. Oh yeah, they're humanized by the way, and it was really dumb.
It was.
I
It
wonder
was
if there's
shipping.
a Pote fanfiction.
Oh no.
I'm scared. I'm scared to look this up.
There must be, right? There are people who like it too. I know. I spoke to one. I discovered that they liked this anime, and they're just like, guns are cool. Oh, another thing I want to talk about it.
Naruto Upote fanfiction.
No.
Boruto's dad is a pote.
No. One thing about this anime is that it's like tries to like teach you about guns, but the thing is, I don't think so. Those segments are super boring if you don't care about guns, and I imagine they're probably also super boring if you care about guns, because why would you go to an anime to learn about guns? You'd probably already know everything it's teaching you.
They're very educational.
They're just boring. It's not even fun to watch, ironically. It's not even fun to watch with friends and riff on it, because it's just like
there is
boring.
No enjoyment to be had with this anime.
Like,
no
maybe
matter what.
30% of this anime is fun to riff on. The rest of it's just kind of either gross, boring, or just, like, infuriating. Don't watch it. Please. Save yourself the agony. Don't watch this anime. It's so not good. Anyway,
I'm a bit torn between...
What's next segment?
I'm a bit torn between this anime and another one called Seven Mortal Sins as to which one's worse. Because Seven Mortal Sins is like just as bad.
Is it?
One day, I will show you.
I think it's on my list, actually.
I don't
Who recommended it to you?
want you to watch it.
I saw it on Netflix.
Okay.
Not Seven Deadly Sins, Seven Mortal Sins.
Oh,
people get
different?
those two confused.
Okay.
Nothing
It's something
could be
entirely
Italia
different.
For me. Nothing could be Italia for me.
Nothing could be.
This would take about.
Oh,
a whole
you haven't
episode.
seen Upote.
Nothing could be Italia. I have.
Don't you
years
have OCs?
I had 32 Italia OCs. 32.
Cancer.
I have
cancer.
years of my sins and my
It's a
guilt
cancer
on
that
my
spreads.
back from Italia.
It's a cancer that
Opote
spreads.
cannot top that.
Please don't spread your cancer to me.
Do you want me to name them?
Name them.
Okay, I'm probably not going to get all of them because I always forget them and I remember them later.
Good. Well, we don't need to hear your...
Okay, so,
This is
and in
bad
case you're
idea.
wondering, half of these was me pulling up a map, selecting
That's a country.
Yeah, I selected a country or a city
That's a country.
that was on the map and not in
New
the show.
York City. My OC is New York.
So I basically just looked up. Anything that wasn't in the show, and I
My OC is Nine Ball Island!
Yeah, people do that.
No. That was a reference to Endless Ocean, too.
No. but like basically, half of these have little, and by little I mean just skimming through a Wikipedia article to no research. So there's Pitcairn Island, the Laos.
The Laos?
Laos, yes, the country between Vietnam and Thailand, or around that area. Let's see here. Okay, well, yes, Luxembourg.
Luxembourg doesn't have... What? Luxembourg is a... Okay, I'm surprised.
Luxembourg.
Doesn't have a character.
There was Luxembourg. London, Washington, D.C., Ottawa,
London.
the Berlin Twins.
The Berlin Twins! East
Yes,
and West Berlin.
I
51st
did
states.
that.
East and West Berlin. You're
did
going back
that.
to World War... You're going
That
back
was
to
the most insensitive thing I ever made.
I was about to say, you're gonna go back to World War II with this, but I realized that's not World War II. That's a little bit after that one.
That's so weird. Okay.
The Berlin Wall.
Yeah! There was also
Going back some time on that one.
San Marino, Vatican City, Athens, Madrid? I think that's Madrid.
That's a...
Paris.
Hilton.
Whatever the... Fuck, there was more. I know there's more. We're on... Oh yeah, Tokyo, Moscow.
Of course, Tokyo. What about Kyoto?
Beijing.
You just took capitals!
Yes, I did capitals. At point in time, I just listed all the capitals. I made them the country's children.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was really
Can
bad.
my OC date your OCs?
Twilight was supposed to date my OC!
There was the North and South Pole.
The North and
And
South
then the
Pole!
South Pole again.
The North and South Pole!
Fuck my life.
Those aren't countries!
Oh, you think capitals are country?
Those aren't countries either! You can't do that!
Yeah. Oh, I could because I wanted to. I was like 13. Let me live.
Let me live.
There was Madagascar.
Madagascar.
There was one that wasn't even a country at all. It was a human OC.
It was just a person.
Yeah. Oh, there's a self-insert one for my friend's fanfiction.
Of course. Can't get
I remember there was more, and they were highly insensitive.
At first I thought you were saying Hylian, like Zelda, and I was like, what?
No.
There's Zelda. They're from Legend of Zelda? That's weird.
Look, I know there's more.
It doesn't matter.
That's basically all I can name at the moment.
need-
I always remember them later. I always just wake up, and I'm just like...
I'm
that one Swedish micronation! Like, I'm just like, burst out of nowhere, like,
sorry. What did you just say?
That one Swedish micronation. I also did a lot of micronations.
What's the micronations?
I can't name it.
What are they, like fetuses?
Micronations are like sea, like...
I know what a
land,
micronation
okay.
is.
Do you think anime will get to a point where they're sexualizing fetuses?
I couldn't hear what you said. Sexualizing what?
Fetuses. Yeah, probably. It's probably already there, actually.
Ugh.
You could probably find
God.
it somewhere.
Let's look.
Yeah, Hitalia was my...
I don't want to look.
Yeah, you shouldn't look. I'm not gonna look either.
But Hitalia was like... I would, like, learn all the character songs. I'd listen to, like, multi-language videos. I'd do all, like, the really bad joke. Like, you know, like, the Brody jokes? Imagine those, but times 10 worse. And I would, like, try all these accents. I'd, like, roleplay as the characters. I'd, like, LARP as the characters. And I'd draw all this art.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, no, that's not good. That's bad.
I could still probably sing most of the character songs.
Oh, no,
if you hand me the lyrics, I could sing them on beat.
That's not good.
This was my special interest guide. Like, seriously.
This is bad.
From, like, 7th,
When do we stop?
8th
When do I get to stop?
Freshman year.
We're like halfway through.
Yeah, like, this is
Stop
why I say
torturing
Aponte
me.
cannot top this. I have years of guilt and embarrassment. I wrote bad fan fiction. I wrote bad crossover fan fiction.
There's a parallel universe where that was Upote for me, and that idea makes me want to cry.
There's an alternate universe where I never got into Hitalia, and I wish that was...
And you're a successful businessman
I want
an entrepreneur, and you have $1 million
There's an alternate
stake.
universe where I haven't seen Opote, and I don't hate my life.
And I'm happier for it.
If you guys don't already know the concept of Hitalia, it's countries humanized. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah. To any viewers watching, I
So
recommend
it's
not
like
watching it
51st
because it's...
states.
It started off... I guess it started off as, like, either a historical or a political comic. It's very unclear. Basically, it's highly insensitive. It's like...
It's
like,
just racist, it sounds like.
I imagine.
It sounds
not
racist.
racist.
It
Not
sounds racist. I would describe that as racism.
No, it's technically not racist. It doesn't pull a racist route. It's just fucking insensitive. Like, it's not racist,
I can
but
see
it's
that.
really extensive. Like, there's no race. Like, there's no... Actually, never mind. Yeah, it's fucking racist. I forgot Japan speak the accents in the English dub. I forgot
the
China,
characters
Japan.
in Upote
literally
like
the-
different.
oh boy, yeah,
they
never mind.
represent
Yeah,
different
It's
yeah,
racist.
yeah.
It's
So,
racist.
Tal just said something of interest to me. Bring this back to Upote. The characters,
It always comes back to
everything goes back to Upote. Upote is the center.
I will draw everything back to Italian now. Reminding of Italia.
No. Tal just brought up something about Upote. The characters, the main four, I think there's like 4 main characters, maybe 5. They're supposed to be like different countries or something, or they're from different countries, or they're manufactured
Oh yeah, I remember
in
they're from
countries.
different countries.
I
It's
don't
like
understand
Belgian
it though.
and-
Like, there are parts where they call them by their countries, like, hey America, come over here. But then there are parts where they have other names that are actual names, and it's very confusing.
nothing makes sense.
It's just an anime that doesn't make
I have
sense.
to admit, with Italia,
There's a manga. There's a manga for Upote.
Well, there's a manga for like every anime.
Yeah, they probably just looked at the manga Upote and were just like, okay, we need to make this an anime. Let's just get this over with.
I wonder if the manga is any better.
No, do not read it. Do not read it, you heathen.
Have you read it?
I don't want you to
No.
kill yourself,
Yeah, that's why we don't want you to fucking read
so
it.
please don't
man.
read it.
I'm gonna
That's
read
it.
it. I'm gonna read it, and I'll come back to the next episode and report
Oh.
my findings.
Why?
Be it.
God.
There's
What are some-
two anime which haunt my life. And that
Hitalia?
is Hitalia and Black Butler.
Of course.
That's its own fucking episode. That's its own,
its own episode.
Hitalia and Black Butler own episode where I rant about my sins.
Alfred only episode
look
Halloween
forward to
special.
it.
who I was. If this was a
What
YouTube video,
I've done.
I got these scars.
I've been wrong. I've been just like,
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out places. All right, Annie. What are some old shows that you guys think that we should recommend? Some old shows you should watch. That's our next segment.
Why don't you start?
Ghost Stories, the dub.
the dub.
The dub.
Oh,
The dub.
yes.
It is laughably bad. It is really good though.
Okay.
It's very funny.
Can I explain the story behind?
Go for it. Go for it. You understand.
Please.
All three of us have watched it.
Okay. So basically,
We haven't seen all of it.
I
due
haven't
to
either.
a lot of copyright issues and a lot of like passing around the ownerships of this anime, when they got to the dub, they literally just translated it, went to the voice actors and said, nobody will care what we do. You guys can do whatever, just try to stick to the script. So basically so this is basically just improv, and as said by the voice actors, whoever got there first and whoever said the line first, everybody would just roll with that. And it's basically raunchy. It's like really raunchy, really inappropriate, really dumb. Because these people are just going at it. They could do whatever the hell they want. They're gonna do whatever the hell they want.
And because of that,
It's like a professionally voiced abridged series.
it's an abridged series, but it's actually like legit.
It's licensed.
It's
you
a
can find it on
licensed-
Crunchyroll.
It's a licensed abridged series, and it's amazing. It's so, and there are a lot of parts to it that, because of the nature of how it was created, there are a lot of parts where it's not at all like the sub. Like, for example, one of the characters was just like a completely normal girl, but in the dub, she's like an evangelical Christian and an asshole.
Yes.
And
You accepted God as our Lord and Savior?
and that's
What? No,
and that
I'm
is
Leo's Jewish now.
also,
Yes.
also, there's actual character development that doesn't exist in the sub, where she's just like, oh yeah, well, before I was a Christian, it's like, there's a before? And it's like an actual story that they craft, like, in the studio, like, as they're recording, and it's actually really good.
I still think probably my favorite running joke has to be like, you know, my mother, my dead mother, just like
My dead Was
Yeah.
she dead in the sub, do you know?
oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's dead in the
My
that's why
dead
she
mother.
possesses
That's right, that's the premise.
Ketchero.
Ketchero.
I feel like the
There's so many
Ketchero,
fantastic one-liners.
like struggled with speaking, so it was like fuck it, and it was just like
That's Ketchero.
Are you retarded?
Yeah, the one thing is about this anime, it's a little bit insensitive,
yeah, it's highly insensitive. They
But-
drop
Yeah.
quite a few slurs.
but that's kind of the joke, and I think
Sorry. It
The
couldn't
joke
work
is,
out
what
between us.
can we
Not
get
because
away
you're a
with in
bunny.
this official
Not because you're
license?
black.
I'm sorry, it can work out between us. Not because you're a bunny, but because you're black.
Sure,
Kyle just
Tommy,
said that.
this can never work out between us. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
That's all three of us who said that line in a row. All three of
I
us.
still
We
can't
did
get over
it,
that.
guys.
We did it, Reddit.
I miss his cute voice. And he's like, his funny demands, touch me.
Touch me.
His even harder demands,
Touch
touch
me
me
harder.
harder.
Touch me harder.
Mom, what are you doing? Come around my nipples.
What? Yeah, this anime is a lot of fun to watch,
Run!
especially if you got
She's
a
a
bunch of
ghost
friends.
and a bitch.
Why are you doing this, you asshole? Because I can. Duh. He's got a point.
This anime is really a lot of fun if you watch it with some friends. I imagine it'd probably be fun to like get drunk watching, but you know, I'm underage.
Like,
so, no.
Like, I'm gonna just, like, a big warning, there is some serious insensitive parts, like, they drop a serious slur that, caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one towards trans, that one caught me off guard, and that kind of put me off for a bit. So,
But-
like, a heads up, it's
but-
highly insensitive.
But at the same time,
But
it's pretty
it's
clear
hilarious.
it's pretty clear the voice actors don't actually mean that shit. They're just saying it because it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, that part was, like, that one line wasn't very funny, but honestly, the show is really funny. Like, I highly recommend
It's
it.
a lot of fun to watch, especially if you have a bunch of friends. Maybe, you know, get snacks, good stuff. Watch it with some friends. It's a lot of fun to watch. Even if you're
I
watching
love
it
the
alone.
way Leo says, yeah, at the end of every fucking sentence.
Yeah.
Now let's end the segment on a lesson. Deadbeat dads aren't cool.
Always pay your child support on time.
Okay, cut out for a second.
That was good.
I'd like to recommend an anime. It's very close to my heart. It's called 3 Leaves, 3 Colors, or Sansha Sanyo in Japanese. It's a lighthearted comedy slice of life about 3 high school girls with vastly different personalities. It's not particularly interesting or, there's not a lot of laugh out loud moments, but for some reason, whenever I watch it, I just always have a smile on my face. So please watch 3 Leaves, 3 Colors.
I'll add
that. I feel that way for Tonari no Seki-kun, or Seki-kun, the Master of Killing Time.
That's a good one.
It's very... For those of you who know what Phineas and Ferb is, it's basically that, but in a classroom, and there are other differences.
Does Seki-kun ever actually speak?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's the silent protagonist with these fun adventures.
Yeah.
I think he mumbles in one of the episodes.
Oh, he mumbles.
He might be like, oh, yeah, I did that. He might be like,
But it's a lot of fun. It's also really cute and really fun to watch. Yeah. And the ED is like my favorite ED ever, to be honest.
This
jazzy as heck.
An anime I highly recommend. Like, I keep on telling Max to watch this. Tal, if you haven't watched this, watch this too.
Is it Death Parade?
Yes, Death Parade.
It's on my list. It's like 3rd or 4th on my list.
Death Parade,
it's on my list right now.
It starts off with an interesting concept, and I was expecting it to go a completely different route. It just 180s it, and it hits you hard with emotions. Like, this show is so intense, and it's just so beautifully animated.
I've seen the first episode, and it made me queasy.
Oh yeah, it's very intense.
If you're
is
sensitive,
it a violent anime?
Yes, I would. The first episode, from what I've seen, I would say yes.
There is a very mild gore warning.
Oh,
there is images of internal organs and blood, but you'll never actually see somebody like cut open with.
But it's like when it happens, you can feel it, like as if it's happening to you, and it's really unnerving. I was only able to watch 1 episode at a time. I had to go watch something else. And I think that's probably going to be how I have to take the entire series, just because, like, I don't know.
At a point, they just kind of stopped. Like, they don't do that game ever again, and they do different stuff. And some of them are a lot more minor. Like, there's this heart.
We've been ignoring the BOOB-O-METER.
Mild spoiler. Not going to reveal anything to the plot, but it's in there. Okay. There was a point, like, where they based like, the game was just old maid. There was, like, no internal organ stuff. Because they were playing against this old lady.
Yeah.
And she just had a happy life. She actually figured out when she was dead, and wasn't, like, the normal episode, like, I'm dead. She was just like, okay, I was old. Like, she found out because, like, I'm not gonna spoil how she found out, but it was like, this really touching episode, and, like, it's a lot different from the normal intensity. Like, it's very intense, and it's very, oh my god, like, it's so good. I'm gonna rewatch it.
We've been, as Tal pointed out, we've been ignoring the BOOB-O-METER. I think...
So let's go back through each of these and give them a rating.
Hetalia is where we left off.
I would say it seems like it would be a solid 1, and then Ukraine comes in. Then look, I want you to Google Ukraine. I want you to Google, Hetalia, Ukraine.
Will do. Okay, Google.
And it jumps to a
Hetalia,
solid.
Ukraine.
Then it's for comedic purposes, but it's really bad, so I was gonna say it jumped from a 1.
That's 4.
Yeah, to a 4. It jumped from a 1 into a 4.
That's a 4 on
like
boobs.
They're
that's
alright.
Oh, it's a very
male
good joke.
Oh, no, this is like a gender swap. Okay, that's just like a freaking people are into that. Okay, what was next? Ghost stories? Maybe like a 2 or a 3.
2.
Only a 3.
There are jokes about it, but there's no actual like boobs or anything.
There's like
they're elementary schoolers, of course there aren't.
Yeah, I'd say it's solid 2.
2.
Like, cause there's no actual.
There's jokes about it.
There's jokes,
and they talk. They make lewd jokes, but like,
yeah, it's
there's none of that actual inappropriately. So, what was next?
3 Leaves, 3 Colors would be a 2. Most of the time, there's pretty much nothing, but there is a beach episode.
No, of course. I'm gonna put that on my list right now.
Yes. It's one of my favorites. And what was Death Parade?
Death Parade is a solid 1. There's no
All right.
good jokes. There's none of that.
All right.
They're there and they're realistic, but they're not gonna bounce every. Yeah, they're just on a person. There's no jokes. There's no inappropriate.
Right.
It's no fan service. It's just titties exist.
All right. I think we're gonna be done with this segment, and we're gonna go ahead and cut into the editorial segment.
Wait, really quick. I have to mention this about Death Parade. I'm gonna have to put a huge warning if you're gonna watch this. Besides the gore and intensity, there is hinted, like very strongly hinted, sexual assault.
Oh.
Yes, that is in there for somebody's past story.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
It caught me off guard.
That
Just
should
be
not
careful.
be a 1. That should not be a 1. That should be like a 2.
No, it wasn't. It didn't show anything. And there wasn't any it didn't involve any boobies. It didn't involve anything like that.
Well, I think mention counts as a 2. I think we've kind of established that. Like Ghost Stories mentions, it counts as a 2.
Well, it wasn't even mentioned boobs at all, so I wouldn't count that at all.
Well, Boob-O-Meter doesn't apply to just
Was
boobs.
it mentioned a sex scene?
A sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
It was very vaguely hinted at.
Actually, I think we should have a discussion about this real quick. What quantifies it as fan service? Because I think the tone actually does matter.
This was a very bad tone. This is telling you this is very scary. This is very you should not find this turning on. It's obviously very intense. It's not fan servicey at all. That's why I still think it's a 1.
Detects fan service. So if this isn't fan service, then it's a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess clear that up. All right, and I think with that we're gonna go ahead and cut into the editorial segment. This week it's going to be me doing the editorial. So for you two, that just means we're gonna get like a little bit of a break, and we'll come back and I'll record that later on when you guys are done.
Heck yeah, you got any food?
Little Witch Academia. I don't want to be a Diana. I want to be an Akko. There's no doubt in my mind that people in my life have perceived me as a Diana. Diana is perfect at everything she does, acting to uphold her reputation in every way, working at everything she does, not necessarily because she wants to, but simply because she has to, and that's how she's expected to act. I've been expected to act as Diana does. I've been expected to succeed in my academic pursuits in every regard, and I suppose to the unaided eye, it would seem that I've cared deeply about my academic reputation and my appearance of success for a long time, and always will. Truth be told, however, I couldn't care less about my academic endeavors. I'm just writing it out until I can get to the meat of life. I simply figure that I might as well get a 4.0 while I can. Little Witch Academia has a lot to say about achievements like these. Immediately upon entering Luna Nova, Akko meets Diana, a witch about as perfect as she strives to be. The jealousy Akko holds is immediately evident, and it continues to fester throughout the season. Akko is continually told by her peers that she is not as good as them, let alone anywhere near Diana's level. She is continually antagonized and mocked for her lack of ability, and what drives her is not the pressure to succeed, but the expectation to fail. It's with this mindset that the series goes forward. It embodies a mindset of improving, one of continually getting better at something you've still yet to master. One through line this series maintains is Akko's work on the Metamorphosis spell. At the beginning, it's clear that she's far, far away from being able to use it in day-to-day life. She fails completely and utterly, and she continues to fail, putting rabbit ears on herself as well as putting animal ears on a rather important political figure's son by mistake. However, she keeps working on the spell with her professor. She spends the entire first season working to try to master this one spell, with no one believing in her except for her professor. Heck, Akko doesn't even believe in herself. But what's important is that she still keeps trying. As an instrumentalist, I can relate to this. It's not uncommon that I receive a sheet of music on my stand in front of me that seems almost otherworldly, completely impossible to comprehend. It seems impossible that this band will be able to put this Tekeli piece together before April for the festival, or it seems impossible to read that jazz running set before the District Marching Festival in October. It seems impossible. It is impossible. The thing is, it's rather simple. It's impossible, yeah, but it's simple. It makes no sense, I know. But we still give it a shot. Maybe we slow it down a lot. Let's play it 1 measure at a time. 2 measures at a time. Just the brass. Now the woodwinds. Let's put it all together. Are you ready to try it at tempo? It's a lot better than it was half an hour ago. 2 more reps, then you guys get a water break. The work is hard, but it's rather simple once you get into the groove of breaking all the work down into smaller parts. Improving is all about repeated reps of smaller bits of whatever you're creating, whatever you're doing, and I think Little Witch Academia does a perfect job at demonstrating this. Rather than trying to get her jaws around the enormous task of simply becoming a great witch, Professor Ursula guides Akko to focus on the much smaller, more manageable task of mastering one spell. That's exactly how you get better. You work at one element at a time, not at trying to accomplish everything in one fell swoop. Akko wants to be a Diana, but she can never be a Diana if she's not first an Akko. Being an Akko naturally falls before being a Diana. To be a Diana, you must first split your Diana-sized goals into much smaller, Akko-sized ones. In taking these Akko-sized goals one at a time, constantly setting Akko-sized goals as you go, you'll find that one day, years from now, you've suddenly achieved your Diana-sized goals that you initially sought after. To be a Diana, you must first be an Akko. And I think I'd much rather be an Akko than a Diana anyway. After all, isn't it much more fun to have smaller, more achievable goals that you're constantly reaching than some vast, imperceptible goal that you'll only reach 12 years from now? To be a Diana, you must first be an Akko, and I think I'd much prefer to be an Akko than a Diana.
Alright, so that was the editorial segment, and today we're going to go to the question of the day. I believe, Alfred, you've gotten that taken care of.
The question of the day is since it's the first episode, what was your first anime?
What was my first anime?
What was my first anime? I think it was Death Note.
Baby's first anime.
Oh, this does not...
Years ago.
I'd prefer if this doesn't count Pokemon or, like, Digimon. Like you got that down. You did Death Note.
No.
I remember watching...
Of course it was Pokemon, but, like...
I remember watching Dragon Ball Z with my dad when I was 6. But I never, like, really got into it.
Crap.
I think, yeah. I never really got into it until, like, I think... Well, okay, so my first anime that I sort of got into anime for a bit was Hibiki Euphonium. I watched a few anime after that, and then I kind of stopped for like a year. And then my first anime this year, which got me into actually watching anime like legit, was Tonari no Seki-kun.
I think I started with Gurren Lagann.
Of course, like everybody else, I started off with Pokemon.
Dabs.
But what truly started the godforsaken weeaboo phase?
Italia?
No.
Black Butler?
No.
Ladies versus
I remember
Butlers?
I walked in on my sibling. They were watching like anime, and I was just like, "What's that?
What's that? Who wants to play?"
But they were like, "Oh, it's just like this anime where like and like they explained it.
What was
like it? Like I'm gonna explain it similar to how they did." And it was just like, it's about this anime where this dude breaks an expensive vase and he has to pay it off by joining this host club, but it turns out he's not a dude, he's a girl, so he has to pose as a dude. Like, it's basically that thing, and I was just like, sounds dumb.
And what's the anime called?
Ouran High School Host Club. Uh-huh. My first one was Ouran High School. It was either that...
Or Pokemon.
Or,
Pokemon.
I think it was, like...
Didn't you say that Pokemon doesn't count?
Black Butler. Yeah. Black Butler and Soul Eater were, like, the other two I started off with. I was allowed to watch Black Butler. Like my sibling was like, no, you can't watch this past this episode. Because it's bad. But basically, what started it all was a bad reverse harem anime.
Reverse harem anime. That's an interesting concept.
Basically, all dudes... And then girl. It's actually really interesting, and I don't want to watch it again in case the rose-tinted glasses break.
BOOB-O-METER. So what did I say? I said Death Note. No, I don't think there are boobs in that one.
I thought you said Sound Euphonium.
Death Note. No, Death Note. I said also. So Death Note, I'd say is a 1. Hibike Euphonium's probably a 3 or a 4, maybe a 3. I think a 3. Because the main character does talk about boobs, but like they're not fan servicey in any way.
2 or 3.
She talks about like, oh, why do I get bigger boobs? But like,
and there is a beach episode.
Oh yeah, there is a pool episode. It's not a beach episode.
Or pool, whatever.
It's a pool episode. And then what else did I say? I said Tonari no Seki-kun, definitely a 1. There's no boobs.
Oh.
Tonari no Seki-kun is really good. It's really innocent and really nice. You said
Gurren Lagann would probably be a 4 or 5, just because one of the main characters never wears a shirt.
You also said Dragon Ball Z, actually, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I remember nothing about Dragon Ball Z.
Probably not much, I'd imagine.
There's probably some knowing Dragon Ball Z.
Like I said, I was 6 years old.
Or on High School Host Club. You know, there's gonna be a few minor jokes, but no fan service at all with that part.
That's surprising.
It's more fan service on, like, the... Imagine if you were surrounded by all these hot guys.
Imagine if you were surrounded... Wow.
It's more like that. There's not really any boob fan service, so I'd say it's a solid
The mythical
1.
anime for girls.
Yeah, it's the reverse harem. Those exist, surprisingly.
Yeah, and what else?
Girls and the gays.
You also said Black Butler. Boobs.
I also mentioned Soldier, which you know is that one has a bit of.
Oh, there's boobs in that.
Yeah, that one's like a 3. Black Butler. Oh. What a thing. I'd say it's a solid 4. Solid 4 or 5. It's either a 4 or 5.
Alright.
They do make those jokes, and there has been some near nudity.
Near nudity?
There's been actually quite a bit of near nudity. Yeah, 5. It's a 5. It's a 5.
If there's near nudity, I think it's probably higher than a 5. 5 is like average.
The second season, notes were. I didn't watch that until way later. But the second season, which a lot of people don't like, because the last bit of the first season and the second season, completely away from manga. Black Butler's a 6. If you include the second season, it's a solid 7.
Alright. That was the question of the day, and now here comes the segment I've been looking forward to the most. Build-a-Baka! This segment is probably going to be the longest one. This segment is, for those of you who listen to, like, Cool Games Inc. or Toon Parlor or things like that, it's kind of like that. The idea is we're going to take a concept and we're going to verbalize what it would be like as an actual anime. And I think we've all got a bunch of them. I have a whole bunch of them.
I need to pull up my favorite. Okay.
And we're probably going to talk about a bunch of them because this is probably going to be a long segment.
Do you want to read the...
But let's start with one. That Alfred sent to me on Skype.
For some reason...
This is sort of like an excerpt from what perhaps the script might look like. And so Alfred and I will be reading it aloud.
Oh, boy.
The scene opens up to a morning in Japan. It scrolls down to an ordinary townhouse. There, it changes to a girl's room. We hear commentary.
My name is Sakura Tamaka. I am 14 years old, and my blood type is O. I'm in the 18th grade.
We go to the bed after a pan around the room. We see a young pink-haired girl in her bed, cuddling a Thomas the Tank Engine body pillow.
And I'm a Westaboo.
So, I think...
I don't know if just that concept made me feel so... I just had to send that. I thought, this is going to be so dumb. You're not going to think it's funny.
Brilliant.
And then it was... Like, reading it out loud, especially with the typo, the 18th grade.
The 18th grade is my favorite part. So, the thing about this, it's, like, clearly, like, an inverse of the, like, otaku trope.
Yeah.
I started thinking, like, if this is going to be, like, a normal anime, she's going to need 2 aside friends who are quirky.
Oh, good.
One of them is
and
from
one
America.
of them was the...
One of them...
is the American exchange student who occasionally... blurts out like these perfectly English things.
Except
no, Japanese, and then be let's go.
But they're not voiced by an American.
Yeah, they're voiced by an American.
No, they're not. They cannot be.
Hey, in anime, there was a scene where like a bunch of dudes spoke like fluent, perfect Spanish.
Spanish?
Yes.
Whoa.
Spanish.
Okay.
Yes. So I think perfect English could be.
It's.
I
don't believe that it could happen.
But Sakura, the idea is kind of like similar to a weeaboo. She'll just blurt out random English phrases. And thinks that she knows what it means.
No. She's like, did you see the new Gravity Falls?
Gravity Falls?
Have you seen The Office? The United States version? That's not even...
Thomas the Tank is my
accents are
waifu.
bad.
That wasn't anywhere near...
Okay, bye-bye.
I love Thomas the Tank Engine. This is... So, what I like about this is that it inverts, like, the otaku trope. And I think there's, like, room to play off of that. Like... So, like, list something that's, like, weird, like, that they always talk about, like, with the otaku trope.
It's actually more poking fun. It's just weeaboo.
No, well, I think we can invert this, and we can make, like... This would be a comedy series, right?
Yes, obviously. No, this is a dramatic murder mystery.
Actually, that might be more interesting.
Who killed Thomas the Tank Engine-sama?
Where in the world is Thomas the Tank? Where in the world is Thomas San Diego? See, the answer's in the question. He's in San Diego, obviously. So do you think there's, like, do you think she's trying to, like, go to America or something for college?
Yes, and... Oh, wait, even better, she has, like, that obvious, like, lack of understanding, like, what is, like, in America. She's like, oh, man, I can't wait for, like, the monsters and the talking trains.
What?
Like...
What? No, we just have, like... There's an apartment building over here.
Burgers.
We have a library.
She just, like, runs in, and she's just like, where's the subtitles?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir, where are your subtitles?
Doing, like, all those, like, reverse, like, weird, like... creepy, like, fetishy things. Like, she's like, I want to be with, like, I want to be with an American boy. Like, you know, like, that really creepy thing. Like, just, like, I want to be with an American boy. And, like, she gets to America, and it's like her entire dreams are broken. There's not very many cute guys here.
That's true.
Does she want to have sex with the Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has a model of it,
yes,
and she
absolutely.
uses it every night.
She has a Statue of Liberty body pillow.
Right next to her Thomas the Tank one.
Right now, yeah, no, she ships them.
Obviously.
Where's Barney the dinosaur?
Barney, no! So is she, like, into only, like, kids shows specifically?
Like, she only likes cartoons and, like, all the Adult Swim
No,
stuff.
not even, like,
she's
like, Rick and Morty, that's not good. That's
not real cartoons.
It's not real cartoons.
So she has, like, all this, like, child merchandise. Or she went to, like, conventions and got, like, art of these characters. Like, she specifically asked for cartoon-style, like, anime characters. Like, how people... Like, how people have, like, anime versions of cartoon characters,
Yeah.
she'll get, like, cartoon versions of anime
Yeah.
characters. Like, Hatsune Miku in the Gravity Falls style.
Oh my god, I actually want to see that now. To be honest, Hatsune Miku in Gravity Falls style, that'd be really interesting to see.
I just have to give, like, Hatsune Miku.
She
like,
totally commissioned that.
Yeah, she totally did. She went on DeviantArt and, like, used Google Translate, too. And she's just like, I am American, too! It's just like, she keeps, like, claiming that she's an American online, and, like, it's so obvious. Like, some words won't even translate over,
like,
you'll just see, like, random.
Here's the kicker. She's a secret spy.
Meant to find them.
She's a secret agent trying to fit into America but can't.
That's the spinoff.
She's trying to infiltrate NASA.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's actually really good.
She walks in with I don't know, like some like random cartoon shirt and like all this I Love America stuff, and she's like, NASA.
Can we go to space?
NASA-chan!
No.
She hasn't even...
Can we go to 4th of July?
Can we go to 4th of July? That's my favorite location. We have a lot of fireworks back in, America. In America where we live.
We have a lot of fireworks back in, New
Wisconsin.
Jersey. New
New Wisconsin. That's a state, right? New Wisconsin.
I live back in Dakota.
I think I'm in love with a boy cow.
Which one?
Or
The boy, yeah.
A boy cow?
Cowboy.
Cowboy? You mean a cowboy? I have one. Let's see if I can find it.
So I think that the title be
Here
Sakura
it is. Here it
Tachibana.
is. Here it is. This was actually sent to me by a friend.
You actually took people like
I actually asked some people.
Yeah, by the way, listeners, send us your suggestions.
Yeah. Send us your suggestions. We need to make a
in the
Twitter
comments
handle,
below.
actually.
Yeah, I could release my no, never mind. I'm not gonna release my DeviantArt. Not to you, heathens.
Do you think I don't even fucking? A friend of mine, N-Man, he suggests anime about haunted silverware and who it affects.
Oh, I will be disappointed if there isn't like the overly attractive, sexy demon controlling the silverware, like for like some dumb curse reason.
Yeah,
It's not good enough without the titties or the non-nippled abs.
Well, okay, so like we need to establish like, is this in like a restaurant? Is it in like a house?
Is
it in, like,
silverware
a-
sentient?
A haunted.
I think it is. Maybe it's anthropomorphized. A fork with boobs.
That says yeah.
That says cow.
Okay, it needs to be in a haunted mansion that was turned into an inn. Like, the people who bought it were like, yeah, we're not gonna need all this
Well,
space.
no. I
to
like
live
the
here."
idea
No, it's just
of
a
it
normal
just
dude's
being...
apartment.
I like the idea of it just being the silverware that's haunted. A lot. I really like that idea, because...
They run a maid cafe and they all...
Ah,
have
yes!
boobs.
That's actually perfect!
I love it when you put me inside you.
No!
Like, some of them are humanized and they'll be like, they're like, Spoon-kun! And she has like the
Spoon-kun!
biggest boobs.
That's the name! It's Spoon-kun!
And like, Spoon-kun has like the big boobs, even though she's like super tiny and obvious.
Kun denotes being male.
Wait, what? Kun's supposed to be...
Kun denotes male.
Oh, crap. Spoon-kun has like this big bowl?
Well, no,
don't
Spoon-kun
know.
can still have boobs.
Yes! Spoon-kun has boobs.
Silverware
Spoon-kun
with
is a
boobs.
trap. Spoon-kun is a trap.
Now let's see if this exists.
There's Spoon-kun twins.
The Spoon
Spoon-kun
twins.
and Spoon-chan.
The Spoon twins.
The Spoon twins.
Do you think they spoon?
And people always
Spoon,
mix them
spoon.
up because...
So the thing about this is that they have to spoon because they're spoons. And I don't like that where this is going. I don't like where this is going. Because if they're siblings...
This is
That's-
anime, man. You know how fan service works.
Oh,
They're
I know,
gonna do
I
it.
understand it, but it's like, this isn't good.
What happens when they get bent? Do they die?
Maybe
Is that
that's
like
Their
breaking
spines are
spine?
broken, but they still, like, serve stuff at the maid cafe. Like, they're just like...
They just
"Hey!"
walk around leaned backward. No, I think that's like I think that's probably the main tension, is that they're...
If you get bent, then...
So, okay, they can't be anthropomorphized. People have to be able to hold them. They're just regular silverware.
Some of them are anthropomorphized and some of them aren't.
Well, that's just inconsistent. We should make it
Are
consistent.
there any psychics to bend the spoon?
I think those are probably the main antagonists.
Yeah, main antagonist.
Because, okay,
Yes.
the psychics, they want to, like, exercise, they want to get rid of the ghosts. They want to stop having the silverware be haunted. And also, psychics bend spoons a lot.
I just looked up spoon on a porn website, and it fucking exists.
No.
Send it.
No,
Send
don't
it.
send it.
Send
I
it.
don't want to see it.
I completed Max's mission. I
Oh,
promised to take it. It was a joke, but at least I found it.
Yeah, it was,
At
that
least
was a
I-
journey.
This is beautiful. I'm sending it. I'm sending it. You ready?
He wants us to see it.
Come on, show it.
Anon, why don't you ever hold me like you used to? I thought you liked putting me in your mouth.
Oh my god, it doesn't even have a cooch!
You just deleted the
Yeah,
message.
I deleted the message, that's right. Not in my house. Not
This
in
is a house
Christian-
of Jesus.
not in this Christian household. So I like the idea. The main antagonist is like this clan of psychics that are trying to like not only get the ghosts out of the silverware, but also to bend the spoons because that's their thing. That's a trope.
Yeah, you gotta practice.
That's how you defeat them.
Okay, maybe it's like still a maid cafe, but it's like run by a ghost.
So what? I wonder if
It's
the
run by
ghost.
the spoons.
I wonder if the ghost is a fork that was turned into a human for some reason, and then died.
Yeah, like she just floats around and like she only controls the silverware. That's the only thing that's haunted in the maid cafe.
Yeah. So wait, are the dishes also haunted?
No, just silverware.
Just the silverware. So does she have to like pry a plate up onto a fork and carry it, like across the room? Here's your lasagna.
but with the
Here's
the
your
idea of
omelet
like the go. Whenever they like eat something and like put the fork or spoon in their mouth, they moan. They moan.
Of course.
They make sounds. They're like, yeah.
They love it. They love it.
And
The
that's why the
knives
maid
can have
cafe
an
is so
epic
popular.
sword
It makes you
battle.
feel
Because
you
it-
eat something good and you get that sexual satisfaction.
That actually is really good. That's actually... So now that suddenly there's like... Suddenly you just brought into a whole new scope that there can be other competing cafes in the area. And that's like also a part...
My
and
dishes
maybe
are haunted.
my
My chairs
and maybe
are haunted.
and maybe the psychics are from one of the other cafes, like one of the other cafes, like main patrons.
Yeah!
And
Trying to ruin each
this
other.
is Food Wars. We just made Food Wars, but with haunted silverware.
That's that moan and
No,
CPR
Food Wars is
and
actually
that-
about
and
cooking, though.
This one's just about the big tittied ghost and her haunted
The
silverware.
big titty spoon.
She has to have big titties.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
What would we name it though? What would we name that?
Spoon-kun, obviously.
Spoon-kun. Okay.
Spoon-kun.
Even though Spoon-kun probably isn't the main character.
What does it get on the BOOB-O-METER?
No. Okay. Oh, let's try something else. How about a spoon in the road?
Instead of a fork in the road.
Yeah.
So like a
Anyone?
5
I
on the
was
BOOB-O-METER?
thinking like
Probably a 5 or maybe a 6. I think.
on the boob. Yeah.
All right. Let's make
Spoops.
another one. You had? Oh, we need to just rate the freaking one about girl who's American. We didn't name that one,
Oh yeah, I thought we did
or we didn't rate that one on the BOOB-O-METER.
on the boob meter.
Did we- I don't think we did either.
Probably a 4.
The American girl has like really big titties and it's
Of
made
course.
fun of a lot.
Of course.
Yeah.
And like she's like
Cool.
really open about it too. Like she has like the low cut shirt and she's like, yeah,
Guys,
America.
this isn't America. Please put on a shirt. Okay. Do you have any suggestions, Alfred?
I don't have any suggestions, but I could improv something.
Well,
on
it's
the
okay.
spot.
I have a bunch of them on my list. Here's one that I came up with. It's called Waifu Timeshare.
That's horrible already.
So, imagine. So, all I wrote down was Waifu Timeshare would be a good anime. And I think the premise of it is that it's very polygamous. And so there's these two guys who are like after the same girl. And I guess the anime is probably about the process of them coming to the conclusion that they... Okay, so there's two ways it could go, actually. It's one way is that they start off doing the waifu timeshare already, and the timeshare is like, you get your girlfriend. You get your girlfriend Monday through Thursday. I get her weekends, like or something like that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
she
the
made,
other
feel
route.
like
The
this-
other route.
This might be like a little objectifying.
Well, no.
Yeah, like,
I
that
think
was a
that's
girlfriend.
well. I think that's probably the main
But
conflict.
if it was actually like a body pillow, though.
I
What if it was actually a body pillow?
okay. Well, I think the objectification could be the main conflict. Is like the girl hates it.
Yeah.
Either that or the girl's like totally like, yeah, no, I like you guys both. That's cool.
Huh.
Or like, and they all come to the agreement like, okay, like let's do that. Or
Okay, threesome. Got it.
or maybe it can be these two guys who don't even have the girl. And they're just like, when we get the girl, we're gonna
Yeah.
surf
Oh,
her.
that would be like that'd be so. And like they're obviously
I like the
even
body
though-
pillow idea, actually.
the body pillow idea is really funny. But like, let's say if like they're trying
Well,
to get the
if
girl,
it's okay, so if it's
like
a,
they're actually the antagonist of the whole series because the girl is obviously just not
Yes.
interested in it, and they're trying to do something really creepy.
oh my god. That's
Like-
actually, so there are two ways we could take this. It could be comedy or it could be super dark and like scary.
Why not both?
Like it could, yeah. Like at some
I
points
think-
in times their antics are funny, and some of them they're just downright scary and
I think
horrifying.
if we go
If
the
Cowboy
body
Bebop
pillow
can
route-
do it.
If we go the body pillow route, if we go the body pillow route, there isn't really much we can do with that other
It
than
would
it
be
being
more-
like a throwaway gag in another anime. I think.
Like it would be kind of fun. Like it'd be kind of funny if it was like a 12 episode, like 5-minute thing of like them taking their body pillow to school or on dates.
So what if there's
or,
like conflicts? Like, what did you do to the body pillow? You didn't clean it.
why is it standing up?
Why is it standing up? Why did you put on the Did you put shoes on the
Why
bottom
is
to make
there a
it
rip
stand
in the
up?
corner?
Why is it wet?
Why?
Why is there water in it? Did you take this in the shower?
Why is there a hole in the crotch area?
What's in the hole?
What's this hole for?
The hole looks rather sweaty.
Oh wait,
Oh,
can
you
one of
ruined
the
her mouth.
one of the
There's a giant
characters
hole
is
here.
really, really innocent, and the other is really gross.
I
Like what?
love that. Yes.
Yeah.
One of them's just like, I need this body pillow to sleep because it like it's just like a sleeping ritual, and like the other one's just like, I'm gonna fuck it,
Yes.
stick my dick in it.
The thing about this is that there's a route this could possibly go that I don't like, and that is the really innocent one is obviously younger, and I don't like that.
No, he's old. He's
The innocent one is older?
yes,
That would be good.
he's like a few years older.
Okay, I think the innocent one is like a working man.
He's like, I just want this body pillow to sleep with. It's like
I just
it's
like,
like
you know,
soft. She used to be like I used to be a big fan of this anime
Thomas
character
the
when I was
Train.
young. About Thomas the Tank Engine. It just be nice for me. And the other one's like
and the
and
other
the
one's
other
like a
one's
freaking horny teenager, of course.
yeah, one of them's just like a horny teenager like gonna stick my dick in it.
Stick my dick. I really
Stick
like
my
this idea.
dick. And like the
Waifu
working man's
timeshare.
just like, why is it sweaty?
And it's called Waifu Timeshare, yeah.
And why would that? And like the other one where it's more darker.
Yeah. I like the body pillow version better. I think
It
it's
was-
funnier.
it's better.
I think it can be funnier.
Yeah.
We can develop this into an actual thing. What would this be on the BOOB-O-METER?
I think it would actually be like
It would
a
have
2,
to be like a
like a
5
like a
at
2 or a
least.
3.
I think a 3.
Like the side
3?
characters
Alright.
would do like be
Oh,
like-
so, you know
like
what?
the
We should
female
also
side.
talk about how they're like perceived. I think that's probably also important. Like, maybe are they trying to keep this a secret, or are they open about it?
I feel like the working man would totally make it a secret, but like the teenager would like go to his friends and be like, yeah, I fucked it. Stick
No,
my
I
dick
think
in
it would be the other way around, because I think the working man's just like, yeah, I have trouble sleeping. Oh, don't we all?
Helps my back.
So I had sex with my waifu last night.
With the anime. Let's go on to the next one.
And you thought a body pillow couldn't be a wife?
And you've never thought a body pillow was never online. Here's a good one. It's called Tactical Nuke. It's an anime about trying to win a war with a microwave.
What?
Tactical Nuke.
I'd say that one
So,
would
like,
be a bunch of
Are they just
2-minute
like trying to
shorts of-
create a nuke out of a microwave?
No, they're just trying to use the microwave as a weapon. And, like, maybe they're launching it at the opposing team.
I feel
At
like
the opposing
I feel like
nation.
it'd be more like that kind of concept would be more of just like a bunch of like 2-minute shorts of like, you know, your cutesy anime girls or like your ditzy anime guys being like, okay, we're gonna throw this at the enemy, and like it's just like, you know, the quick gag, and then it's just kind of like repeat, like it's just like one of those quick short things. I feel like it wouldn't be able to carry as a full series. I feel like that would be more as a cute mini series that would then become super popular and then get a bunch of merchandise everywhere. And
I
everybody
think it
get a
would be.
microwave.
It would have to
I like
be.
the idea of these two guys that are very serious and think they know what they're doing, but they're actually just complete morons.
I was thinking it'd have to
Like
go
they
the
act
route of
like
like.
they're smart.
I was thinking it would have to go the route of like Helvetica Standard and Nichijou, where it's just kind of like a series inside a series.
Like, it's a bit surreal.
It's it's like a surreal thing. It's also like an anime inside of another anime world. So this is probably an anime inside of Waifu Timeshare or something.
Oh my god, yeah. We both can, like,
this is like a manga that they read.
Like, a little bit like how Phineas and Ferb has, the A and B stories.
Well, no.
And
like,
cartoons.
Have you seen Nichijou?
I haven't seen Nichijou yet.
Helvetica Standard is a manga that they read inside of Nichijou. And it's like, it also has little short bits inside of the show that is like animated. And it's just like a little takeaway, like, alright, we're gonna go into this sub-world for a little bit, and then we'll come back. And it's kind of like that, is what I'm thinking. And maybe one of the characters from Tactical Nuke, the anime about winning a war with a microwave, is probably their waifu.
Okay, but
in order for that to be the case, the BOOB-O-METER is probably like a 6 on this one, just because if that's their waifu,
whatever it is, it will sell an assload of T-shirts
and microwaves
and microwaves
and cotton.
Do you think they're sponsored by microwaves, by like a microwave company? They have to be, right? Like,
but how do they kill people with a microwave?
You just throw it at their head and they get hurt. Ow.
Like, I'm just imagining, like, these, like, dudes with, like, this gruff, deep voice that's just, like, slamming their hands on a table and just talking about how they need to take down the enemy, and then, like, 5 minutes later, you see, like, one of them, like, run up with a microwave by his head and just throw it at them.
Yeah. I've got one. It's called the Hentai Avoidance Club.
Oh my god.
It's a suggestion from some asshole, and...
Wait, is that actually their username?
That's their username. And it says... It's a gang of schoolgirls who form a club designed to learn sword combat in order to eradicate the rapidly increasing infestation of tentacle creatures. It's called Hentai Avoidance Club.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I couldn't hear you. Can you say the whole thing again?
A gang of schoolgirls form a club designed to learn sword combat in order to eradicate the rapidly increasing infestation of tentacle creatures. They call it the Hentai Avoidance Club.
Here's the question.
There's actually an anime that has a very similar concept. It's called Freezing.
Here's the question, though. Is Freezing, or is this anime going to actually become a hentai?
It's not.
Okay.
It's hentai avoidance.
Well, Freezing
there won't
is
even be any
an
scenes
ecchi,
or anything like that.
No,
so it's basically
this
just like
is just them like whacking like hentai out of like some guy's hands with a sword.
Just suck.
They slice it in half. It's like, no. Bad manga.
And it's just like, my hentai, and
my
hentai.
Like... That's racist. Yeah. Well, there's not much for this. I just really liked the name, to be honest, that I came up with for it. The Hentai Avoidance Club. I don't know. It seems clever. Okay. So there was I suggested earlier an anime where the waifu doesn't go to the same school as the protagonist, and I think the story is the protagonist trying to chase down the waifu. Or something, like trying to, like maybe for some reason they can't transfer or whatever, and the waifu
trying to figure out which school it is.
Yes, actually, that's the premise. The premise is the protagonist is trying to figure out which school she goes to, and that's the story. It's like it's a mystery. No, it's like,
but he's
like
I think
he's a
stalker.
I think I think it has to be like a hardcore mystery, like who shot the. Who shot the waifu? Who shot the guidance counselor? Like, who shot the counselor who was going to help her transfer or something like that?
Who shot the teacher in 1B?
In 1B.
I would watch the shit out of this.
I would watch it too. This sounds actually really entertaining because it's so like clearly someone who is like responsible for someone who is responsible for managing transfers or whatever got shot. I think is the premise.
Okay, but, like, what if,
And that's the mystery they have to solve.
Okay, but what if, like,
And they have 26 episodes.
What if the protag and, waifu...
Yeah?
Like, what if, like, after that, like, big thing happened, they start, like, collaborating together to try to find out what happened, but they never actually, like, get together in person, like, they're unable to, but, like,
what if
online,
the protagonist
like,
never realizes that it's the waifu?
Yeah! And, like, she keeps on trying to lead him off his tracks by, like, texting him and
oh my god! We just made Death Note! We just made Death Note.
Yeah, we did.
No, this is gonna be better.
This is gonna be. I hope it's better.
It's gonna be better.
All right. Let's move on to the wild card segment.
What's the wild card segment?
What's that?
Alright. I have to randomly generate a number.
Okay.
Oh, shit. The dice.
Actually, Tal, do you have a die there?
Yep.
Do you have a D8?
I do.
Perfect. Roll a D8.
Here we go. 1.
You
Guess-
died instantly.
Alright. So, the wild card segment today is Guess the Waifu. Take another question of the day. One person will start acting like an anime girl at a random point during the discussion. The others need to guess which anime girl they are.
Who would I
So,
be?
take another question of the day. Alfred, have you got another question?
Well,
But,
snap,
like, what if...
I wasn't
Does it...
expecting
It has to
another
be an anime girl that we all know?
No,
I-
not necessarily.
Well, that'd be unfair.
So then they could just easily make it impossible to guess.
Alright, make it one that we all know. Or that at least one other person knows.
Number 2 is an anime you don't look fondly on anymore. Or, like, an anime you, like, you used to like, but now you look back on it and you're like, oh, that was bad. That's bad.
I feel like for a lot of people, that anime is probably Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Or maybe like Death Note or something. Or, let's see.
I'm gonna count out Hitalia. That one is...
Oh, you're not counting that one?
I'm gonna do Soul Eater. I feel guilty for not liking this one anymore.
I'm looking through my
Like, I feel like it will get better later. But, like, I remember, like, I remember it being so good. Like, the animation is still phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it will get better at a point, but, like, after watching, like, the first and second episode, and remembering, like, my favorite episodes were, like,
Oh, man.
now I consider the worst.
Oh, man, my lower back hurts.
Okay.
But, like,
My lower back.
are you, like, making a joke? Because I can't pick up on it.
My lower back hurts. I think I'll probably just have to, like, walk to work. Because my lower back hurts.
I think, are you trying to be a character here? Is it Lukua?
Yes. Her lower back probably does hurt, though.
I get it now. That caught me so off
Was that
guard. I
right?
forgot we were doing the
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, Soul Eater, like, the comedy is definitely more middle school for me. Like,
You guys didn't say it, though. You guys didn't
the
say
person from his the dragon maid.
Miss Kobayashi?
Yes.
Is that your guess?
Yes.
Tell, what about you? Are you gonna lock in your guess?
I love it.
Lukua, yeah.
It's not Lukoa, it's Miss Kobayashi. She's literally the first episode.
Yeah, I knew it. I got it right.
Do each of us have to do one? I think each of us has to do one.
Oh no, I don't know who
No,
to be.
I think we're done.
We should each do one, I think, and then we'll finish.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, I told my things. Soul Eater is still good in some aspects, but its humor now makes me cringe. It could probably still be better later, but I don't want to I don't want to go through the trash to find out.
For me, probably Death Note, because I never finished watching Death Note, because it just got, like, the premise was so interesting with the two going back and forth, and, like, starting to work together, and then he just, like, I don't know anything anymore.
Like,
Yeah,
heard
the
the
second half
ending
is
was,
pretty bad.
I heard, like, the ending was, like, really bad.
Yeah, well, I'm just, like, the thing is, I was, like, really disappointed when it just, like, stopped being about the back and forth, which was the good part, which is why I watched it, which was why it was enjoyable, and then it just, like, nah, let's stop doing that, let's move on to the next arc. Like, what? I thought that arc was the series!
Tal and I are still deciding what characters to even be.
Yeah.
I have a good one now, but but if I bring it up, you guys are gonna instantly know who it is.
You have to bring it up when it's relevant, is the thing. That's the trick. So the thing is...
Do you ever like to go swimming? I just don't know what to do.
Are you referencing Free?
Is that free?
Are you referencing
No, it has to
Free?
be a waifu, actually. What am I talking about?
Oh, there's a waifu in Free.
There's a waifu in free?
There's a waifu in Free.
I think my problem is I don't actually know this character well enough.
Are you the waifu in Free?
He's not the waifu in free.
I don't know what you're even talking about. What is free?
It's an anime.
Oh, it's like a
Okay.
swimming anime, and
It's a swimming anime, yeah. There you go.
So, I mean,
That's the premise.
the anatomy
drink,
is horrible
Pat.
now.
Take a drink.
But what about a manju? That's a
So
swimming
the-
anime.
Isn't there a new swimming anime?
Freeze, I think that new one.
So, yeah, I mean, I haven't been watching anime long enough to really have that. Other than like Death Note.
Yeah, Sword Art Online is definitely the one that is just bad.
Yeah, but I've never seen Sword Art Online. I've seen the abridged series, which is phenomenal, but not the original, and I don't plan on ever watching it. But the thing is, so I haven't been watching it long enough to really have that yet. 'Cause, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I watched some anime last year that for a little bit. I watched a couple series, then I stopped, and then I started up again. I guess, like, recently, one that I regretted watching was probably Upote. But, I mean, I didn't even like it when I watched it, so...
I watch a lot of anime.
I do this character, but I
Just do it. So the thing is that as you grow up, as time goes on, your opinions change. Like, no matter who you are, your opinions change a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never change. My love for the Savior, Lord Jesus Christ. Have you accepted
I know
Lord
who you're
Jesus
doing.
Christ as your Savior today?
Don't touch me. You touched me. I don't know the name of her. I don't know her name.
I don't remember her name, but it's the religious girl from Ghost Stories.
Yeah, it's from Ghost Stories.
That's the only one I
She's
can
not a
think of.
waifu. She's an elementary school, you pervert.
No, but that was like the only anime girl character that I could think of that I could act out and you guys can recognize.
I understand.
That's honestly, because it was either that or Misty from Pokemon, who is
my
also
lower
not a
back
waifu.
really hurts.
Yeah, I was doing Misty earlier.
You were doing.
That's why I said
Ow!
swimming. That's that's all I can fucking think of.
That's pretty good.
You should talk.
She's
talk
also
about Pokemon.
underage. I'm the only one who had an adult waifu. Good job.
Well, who else did we know?
Fucking lolicons.
Okay, you're throwing that word around now. That's
That's the wildcard segment, and that's Build-a-Baka. I don't know when we're gonna make this a series, but this is the pilot. If you guys like this, go ahead and like it. Let us know if you have any ideas for things we can fix or change or alter or add or subtract or.
I have a suggestion for how you can improve the podcast. You should fire one of the other hosts. And that host would be Tal.
you
Yeah.
scared me for.
You should
terrified me.
fire Jimmy.
You scared me.
Jimmy's fired. I hate him.
Yeah, fuck you, Jimmy.
Dabs.
All right, thanks
Yeah,
for
but
listening, guys. See ya.
Leave.
Bye.
If you liked this, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Baka Baka Podcast.
Well, that was interesting.